Welcome to this week's practice. We are continuing up to the crown chakra now. And this chakra is related to our integration with divine consciousness. And so shifting from our ego identity into universal identity and recognizing the connection between all. This is also connected to liberating ourselves from our attachments and the illusions of our individuality in terms of us being separateness. And something else that I found to be interesting when preparing for this week is how our belief system, this is something that I think I think about often, but I did not relate to the crown chakra, is that our perception and beliefs, right? Perception shapes belief, belief shapes perception, and combined, this creates our experience, our reality. And so through mindfulness and through our yoga practice, we have the power to create shift within that and to shift towards this understanding that we are connected to the whole. And so as we move across our yoga mat, we have this platform, this space where we can really tune in and pay attention to our thought patterns and the beliefs that influence how our inner experience works, right? When we're going through something challenging on the yoga mat, noticing when the thought patterns maybe start to take a negative tone and just being curious with that, or when we realize we're really focused and fixated on the physical practice and recognizing that we have this whole chakra system and we have this whole piece of the practice that is not determined by our ability to do a headstand or a forearm stand. So with our practice today, whenever I think of crown chakra, I do think of headstand. So we will be kind of doing some prep that would move us in that direction, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to feel in deep connection with all that is around us and all that creates this experience, this human experience, our world. In my classes in the studio, we've been leaning into collective breath. And so even though we are in separate spaces and we're moving together virtually, feeling your breath as a key component today. And our breath is our common denominator, right? For all of us, we have inhale and exhale that sustains us and gives us each opportunity every day. And without the breath, our time on this earth and in this experience will cease. And so that is our connective thread, at least to all of life and humanity. So anyhow, we're going to start in a child's pose today, if that feels okay for your body. So go ahead and find your way to either your child's pose, or if you wanted to start in seated meditation, we'll also have the opportunity to take Shavasana and seated meditation today as well. And so finding your way into your starting shape, and perhaps that's your child's pose, resting forehead to the earth. Perhaps finding your nice and tall seat. And whichever shape you've chosen as you continue the process of settling in and arriving to your practice today. Just begin to feel into your body. In particular, bringing awareness along the length of your spine. From the base of your spine, the bowl of your pelvis, your root, all the way up that center channel, that center column, to the crown of your head. As you bring awareness to the crown of your head, begin to deepen your breath. lengthening your breath along this central channel of your physical body. So feeling that energetic channel, that energetic bridge from root to crown that we've been traveling through and across over the last couple weeks. As you feel the cadence, the quality of each inhale and each exhale. Utilizing your breath as a tool to arrive you more and more completely to this present moment. To clear from your mind clutter and distraction. You can really feel into the here and now. And some of the clutter fades into the background. More of our capacity is available to lean back in our awareness and witness that flow of thought and feeling. Be the witnessing awareness, the thought patterns that travel through our minds. To notice and observe our interpretations, our perceptions, and the beliefs that shape our experience, our reality. And you continue to notice, to observe, and feeling back into your breath, that link between all of us, the rise and fall of inhale and exhale. It makes this moment available today. And through our practice, as we connect to the whole of who we are, and you recognize and acknowledge that that also includes the universal whole, the greater whole, that we too are a piece and a part of that puzzle. And so starting with a few breaths of gratitude for the collective, gratitude for this community and the communities that we are a part of. The interconnectedness reminds us that we're not alone. So drawing a deep breath in through your nose, fill up to the tops of your lungs. When you're ready, an open mouth exhale, just sigh the breath out, let it go. Twice more like that, a deep breath in. And clearing exhale to release. One more time, inhale through your nose, feel that expansion through your lungs. And open mouth exhale, all the way to empty. As you shift into Ujjayi Pranayama, take a mindful, intentional breath in through your nose. And maintain the seal of your lips and feel the experience of your exhale as it empties through your nose. As you stay with your Ujjayi breath, take your time to slowly and gently find your way towards a tabletop. Just adjusting until you find your shoulders stacked over your wrists, your hips stacked above your knees. And with your fingers nice and wide, begin to find an inhale to your cow pose. Following your inhale in your body, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Feel the length of your spine, and then as you exhale, press and curl to cat. And staying connected along that entire length of your spine. Moving with breath twice more, we'll inhale to a cow. And exhale to cat. One more cycle, deep breath in. That stretch across the front line of your body. And exhale as you press and curl, creating space to the back of your body. As you arrive back to neutral in your tabletop, go ahead and step into your high plank just for a moment. Again, can you feel the entire length of your spine from crown to tailbone? Pressing the back of your skull to the sky so your head is in line with your spine. As you root into your hands and feet, feel that upward energy, magnetizing front body to back body as you take a breath in. With your exhale, bend your knees and press back into your downward facing dog. For a few rounds of breath here, just take some time to feel into your body. Perhaps allowing some extra softness through your knees, so again, you can really focus on that extension from crown to tailbone. Feeling an energetic reach from the crown of your head towards your fingertips, and an energetic lengthening of the tailbone towards the sky. And breathe along the length of your spine, nice and slow. And as you breathe out, begin to take a walk to the top of your yoga mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Allow a generous bend in your knees, and then melt across your thighs. Finding a little bit of movement here as you let any tension, any initial tension, drip away. Crown of your head heavy to the earth, again, tailbone energetically lifted towards the ceiling. And concentrating on that extension from crown to tail, keep some bend in your knees as you find your halfway lift. Extend out across the horizon line, taking a deep breath in, lengthen. And then with your exhale, forward fold. We'll root to rise, rising to stand. The way that feels best for you. You can roll up, circle, sweep, or reach forward and up as you inhale. And hands to heart, let your eyes soften and shut with an exhale. I'll take a collective breath in through the nose, fill up nice and full. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. With your breath in, reach up high, Urdhva Hastasana. And your breath out, soft knees to the earth, forward fold. And breathing in, find that extension again from crown to tail, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, keeping that long line of energy, root through your hands and step back into your high plank. Feel your Ujjayi breath supporting the strength of your plank. Once you have that strong foundation, inhale, shift forward to your tippy toes. Shoulders out of ears, exhale to the earth, slow and strong. When you arrive to your belly, untuck your toes. Inhale to a low cobra, strong through your lower body, to the length of your spine as you lift. And then exhale, forehead releases. With an inhale, you'll choose either low cobra again, or perhaps you find your high cobra, using your hands to facilitate that lift of your chest, strong through your legs. Make an exhale to release, let it go. Last round here, low cobra, high cobra. If you're ready for your upward facing dog, lengthen your arms and float your thighs. And then exhale to your downward facing dog, hips go to the sky. Now we'll take an inhale from downward facing dog to float our heels up high. Exhale to your forward fold, bending your knees, step or hop to the top, Uttanasana. Listen for your inhale to lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, long and strong. And then exhale, forward fold, release. We'll rise to stand. Take a deep breath in as you reach all the way up. Exhale, gathers hands to heart center. Maybe eyes drop close. Together, we take a deep breath in. And together, open mouth, exhale out. And inhale, reach your branches up to the sky, grow tall, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, forward fold for that connection to your roots as you tip down to the earth. Breathing in, halfway lift, lengthen through your trunk, shoulders out of ears. And then exhale to your high plank, just like we did before. And a strong step back. With your inhale, shift forward to your tippy toes. Knees up or down, chaturanga, lower halfway or all the way this time. Use your in-breath to open your heart, up dog or cobra. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. And take one more round of sun A. Big breath in, heels rise. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top of your yoga mat. Breathe into your halfway lift, extend. And exhale, forward fold, dive down. Rise with your inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center. Upon exhale, take a moment. And gather in a full body breath. And together we open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen, tall, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Breath in to extend across the horizon, half lift. Exhale through your chaturanga. You can always step back directly to downward facing dog. Good. As we find our downward facing dog, let's take a collective breath in. And open mouth, exhale out. Your inhale, feel the press into the earth and the length from crown to tailbone. Then use your exhale to balance out the effort with some ease. Where can you soften? Maybe through your jaw, your forehead, your face. We'll send our right leg high as we take a deep breath. Your exhale, knee towards your nose, intentional shift forward, tuck in tight. Three-legged dog, inhale to reach your right leg tall. Your exhale, right knee towards your left tricep, shift forward and find your twist. Big breath in to reach your right leg high. One more, we take it to the right shoulder, right knee, right shoulder, breath out. Then inhale to your three-legged dog, reach through your right foot. As you exhale, right foot steps forward in between your hands. Right away, we're going to turn towards the left, wide-legged forward fold. All 10 toes pivot to the long edge of your yoga mat, dive down. Take one breath in, knees can be soft here. Head is heavy as you exhale that breath away. Turning to your left, low lunge to the back of your yoga mat, so bend into your left knee. All 10 toes turn with you. Make sure your feet are hips distance apart. And then rooting through your feet, use an inhale to rise up, high crescent lunge. With exhale, gather your hands to your heart center. Begin to lean forward over your left leg. So right toes can drag. This is going to be a big transition and a little bit early in our physical practice, but we're moving to a one-legged mountain pose. For this first round again, maybe as you lean forward, right toes going to slide across the earth, and then big push through your left foot to bring your right knee with you. Do you find your one-legged Tadasana? Start to move into your tree pose. Right foot's coming to the inside of your left leg. This can be above or below your knee joint. As you press into the center line of your body, Breathe through your center to grow a little bit taller. Pelvic floor lights up, crown of the head lifts. Send your hands up to the sky. And then we're going to take our right forearm in front of our left, and we're going to hold opposite elbows. So your forearms are over the crown of your head. Right forearm in front of left, hands gripping opposite elbows. Okay, slide your elbows back in space a little bit as you draw your front ribs in. Lift your chin off your chest, shoulders out of ears. Okay, take one more moment here. As you inhale, reach your hands to the sky. As you exhale, moving back to a high crescent lunge like you're going through your airplane pose. Just take a slow and strong step back. Right tippy toes arrive to the earth. Inhale to reach up towards the ceiling. We'll exhale both hands down to the mat to frame your left foot. Root through your right palm and twist your left hand to the sky. Take one big breath in, strong legs. Then exhale, left hand to the earth. Bending your three-legged dog is an inhale to reach your left leg high, up and back. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, shift forward. And inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. And then exhale, left knee, right tricep, shift forward and twist. One more time, we got inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, left knee towards your left shoulder as you slide forward. Three-legged dog, breathe your left leg tall. This time as you breathe out, left foot steps between your hands. Right away, we pivot to the right, wide-legged forward fold. Tips you center. Take an inhale. And stay for your exhale. To pivot to our low lunge, we're going to bend into our right knee, turning to your right to return to the front of your yoga mat. Adjust your feet as needed. And then root through your feet and find your high crescent lunge. Nice deep breath in, grow tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Begin to tip forward over your right foot. As you feel your center of gravity begin to shift over your right foot, coming to left tippy toes. Left toes can drag as much as they need to. Big push to your one-legged mountain, growing tall with your left leg. And take a moment, focus your gaze and find your breath. And coming into our tree pose, left foot to your inner right leg. And can we hug in and out through the center line, getting a little bit more buoyant through the midsection of the body. And then reach your hands up high as you inhale. Okay, bending at your elbows to catch opposite elbows. Your left forearm's going to go in front this time. Let your shoulders melt out of your ears. And a little scooch back of your elbows. Chin off chest, proud heart. Again, trying to keep that sense of buoyancy at the middle of the body. One more breath in. And one more exhale. From here, releasing your hands. Start to fly back through your airplane to your high crescent lunge. Just taking a slow and strong step to your high lunge. Breath in to reach up tall. With your exhale, return your hands down to the earth. Planting through your left palm, twist to the right. Right hand reaches high. Think inhale, pull length through your torso from crown to tailbone. And your exhale, find that deep twist as you look up towards the ceiling. From here, right hand's going to return to the earth. Strong through your hands. Inhale to your three-legged dog, right leg to the ceiling. As you exhale, downward facing dog, right foot meets your left. Coming to a tabletop, knees to the earth. Inhale to your cow pose, lift your heart and tailbone. Exhale to your cat pose, round through your spine. As you come back to tabletop, we're going to go into a dolphin. So bring your forearms to the earth, but for this week, bring your palms together to prayer, or you can create a basket with your fingers, releasing your pinky fingers and thumb. So either palms together, prayer, or your basket, like if you were headed towards a headstand. Yeah, we're going to keep the head floating though, so we'll work with dolphin. So you press down through your forearms, tuck your toes, and then push your hips up and back, dolphin. Really strong roots into your forearms and down through your toes. Feel the line of energy from crown to tailbone as you push the earth away. Think about encouraging your heart to your upper thighs. From here, we're going to inhale, start to bend your knees towards a hover. Let your spine move with you. So at the bottom, as your knees are floating, you look forward to your thumbs. As you exhale from your core, pull your hips back up into your dolphin pose. Big push. We'll go twice, and we're going to inhale, bend your knees towards a hover. Core is super strong here. We're pushing through the forearms the whole time. Thighs light up nice and strong, and then exhale to our dolphin pose. We got one more like that. We're going to inhale towards a hover with our knees. Feel your thighs respond. Core is active. Pushing down into the earth. Exhale to your dolphin. From here, this time release your knees to the ground. Untucking your toes. Forehead to the earth to start. Moving to our rabbit pose, you're going to reach back to catch your heels. And as your hands cup your heels, starting to cat your spine, curl in, tuck your chin. Bring the crown of your head to the earth or hovering above your mat. Big tuck from chin to tailbone. Take an inhale and take an exhale. As you start to release, we'll walk your hands forward, moving through our high plank back into downward facing dog. So root into your palms, step your feet back, find your inhale, and exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. And we're going to take the flow that we just created and we'll add into it. Feel that long line of energy from crown to tailbone. Use your in-breath to reach your right leg up tall. Exhale, knee towards nose, shift forward. This time holding as you take a breath in. Shoulders out of ears, tight through your center as you hold for breath out. Three-legged dog, inhale, right leg reaches. Exhale, right knee towards your left tricep, shoulders out of ears. We hold for inhale. And hold for exhale. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts high. Last one, right knee towards your right shoulder, breath out. Square through your shoulders, hold for inhale. Left leg is strong as you hold for exhale. Three-legged dog, reach your right leg up tall. With your breath out, step your right foot forward. Wide-legged forward fold, pivot your toes to the left, long edge, and dive down. Head is heavy, tailbone tall, take a breath in. Softening into your shape a little bit deeper with exhale. Let's do an extra breath here. Inhale deeply. Maybe open mouth, exhale, release. And to bend into your left knee. And take a little pivot to the back of your yoga mat through your low lunge. Roots through your legs, high crescent. We rise to stand with a breath in. And your exhale, gather hands to heart center. As we start to tip forward, this time maybe you pick your right toes up sooner, adding more challenge. If you need to, if you want to, you can slide your right toes forward like we did before. We'll meet in our tree pose. Big push through your left foot, rising up right into tree, right foot to your inner left leg. As you feel strong through your roots, breathe extension through your trunk, and reach your hands up high. Just like before, you'll bend at your elbows to catch opposite elbows. Right forearm goes in front. Scoot your elbows back in space. Create length through your neck, a little lift through your chin. Now this time, maybe you keep this bind in your upper body. Bring your right knee forward with an inhale, one-legged mountain lakes. And as you exhale, we're going to fly back through airplane. So you can keep your arms overhead. This is going to add challenge. You can always send your arms back beside you in your traditional airplane. Try to find length, the front and the back of your neck. And awareness along that central channel of your body. Big breath in. High crescent as slow and strong as you can. Step your right toes to the back of your yoga mat. As you arrive, unwinding your hands, reach up. And exhale, hands come down to the earth. And plant your right palm. Take a twist to the left. Left hand reaches high. Option to stay here. We're going to turn all 10 toes towards the left into our horizon line. Perhaps you scoot your left foot back in space a little bit so you can turn to the outside edges of both your feet. Option to stay here, or we'll push the earth away and step into our side plank Vashisthasana. So left foot can stack on top of your right. Left foot can be staggered in front. You can release your right knee to the earth for support. You can start to slide your left foot up into your tree leg. Take your inhale and exhale to a high plank, nice and slow. From your high plank breath in, you decide down dog or chaturanga as you breathe out. So either push your pelvis up and back or make the choice to travel through your flow. Arriving back in our downward facing dog together, let's take an inhale. And collective open mouth exhale, release. But inhale your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose to pause. Holding for inhale, check that your shoulders are drawn out of your ears. As you stay for exhale, can you tuck everything in a little bit tighter? Three-legged dog, breathe your left leg up and back. With exhale, left knee towards your right tricep, long and strong through your spine. Holding for inhale. Push into your hands, feel your strong left side body as you hold for exhale. Three-legged dog, inhale, left leg lifts. Left knee, left shoulder, breath out. Take a strong breath in. Stay and be patient as the exhale empties all the way. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts up tall. And then place your left foot forward to the front, between your hands. The front that was the back. We're going to turn to our right, wide-legged forward fold, tipping down to the earth. If you want to find that same connection of your forearms towards the ground, bending through your knees if necessary, you can move towards that headstand setup, or just being in the forward fold, knowing that that length that you're creating to the backs of your legs is moving you in that direction over time. One more breath in. Together we exhale. Turning to our right, low lunge, bend your right knee, start to pivot around. Adjust your feet as needed, and then rooting through your feet, breathe in to rise up tall, high crescent lunge. Exhale your hands to heart center, shoulders out of ears. Inhale, tips you forward. Pressing through your right foot, tree pose. Going slow. Left toes can drag, or you can float them up right away. Vrikshasana. Once you arrive in your tree, breathe in to reach tall. Your left forearm is going in front of your right, hands hold opposite elbows. Okay. Use that lift of your elbows to draw your rib cage up away from your pelvis, creating even more length and space through your spine, chin off chest. Proud energy at your heart. And you can keep your arms, or you can always release them as we move towards our airplane. Breathing in, left knee slides forward. Maybe find a little bend in your standing leg, your right knee. So you exhale to send it back. Take a big breath in. And a slow exhale. One more inhale. And then a high crescent lunge. Place your left toes down. Releasing your hands. Bring your hands down to the earth. Plant through your left palm and twist your right hand high, twisted low lunge. Option to stay, or we're going to pivot our toes to the right, to the wall that we're facing, into our horizon lunge, flexing through our feet. Think about squaring your hips and your chest to the wall that you're facing. Right? Perhaps you stay in the horizon lunge, more of this hip stretch, or you're going to step into your side plank of choice. Remember, staggering your feet, or you might even bring your right foot up into that tree position. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale, we'll meet in our high plank, unwind. Inhale slides you forward. And either exhale to down dog or through your chaturanga. And from your downward facing dog, once you arrive, using your core, take a little walk to a forward fold at the back of your yoga mat. So reverse bear crawl, hands towards your feet. Bend your knees and dive down. Finding ragdoll. Hands will go to opposite elbows, either holding your elbows like you were doing overhead before, or you can hook your pinky fingers in opposite elbow creases. Take a breath in. And maybe open mouth exhale, sigh that breath out. You can keep this arm variation, or you're going to take your second and third fingers, your peace fingers, to catch your big toes. I like to press my thumbs to my big toenails. With some softness in your knees, just think about breathing length through your spine. So it's almost like a 1/3 lift. As you exhale, bend your elbows wide and pull yourself towards your legs. Stretch the crown of your head to the earth as you pull your elbows wide. And one more breath in and out. As you release, we're going to walk forward into a tabletop. So just kind of bear crawl forward through your plank, knees coming to the ground. Keep your toes tucked and sit back to your heels for a toe stretch for a moment. Sending your hands up high, take a breath in. And your exhale, palms come together overhead, and then bend at your elbows, heels of your hands to the base of your skull. Energetically wrap your elbows in a little bit. And we'll think about your ribcage sliding just the slightest bit forward. Feel your shoulder blades boost your heart to the sky. And then just let your head rest into the support of your hands. Breath in and breath out. Traveling through your goddess arms, elbows go wide. And let your hands fall to interlace behind you, either thumb on top, chest expansion. From here, you can stay nice and upright, or you can tip forward towards a version of a rabbit. Now, if you need to untuck your toes, you can untuck your toes and curl in. Thinking crown of your head towards the earth. As we rise and release through a seat, give yourself like a little shoulder shrug in each direction. Okay, we're going to revisit our dolphin pose. If you're wanting to move to your actual headstand, you're welcome to take this time to move there. Otherwise, we'll just be working on some endurance while we're in that inversion. So, shifting forward, bring your forearms to the earth, so your elbows are about the width of your shoulders or your torso. Palms, again, can come together into prayer, or you're going to interlace your fingers. I like to keep thumbs and pinky fingers free. And then you're going to separate your palms if you're in that basket, and that's where your head would go. So as you tuck your toes and lift your hips towards your dolphin, if you want to, again, you can walk your feet in and bring the crown of your head to the earth like you're going to your headstand. Again, if that's in your practice, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we're going to stay in the dolphin variation, pushing down and forward. So we really practice our strong push energy. Walking your feet in, hips are nice and high. And an inhale, reach your right leg towards the sky. Keeping your right leg lifted as you exhale, open your hip and squeeze your right glute to lift your leg. Take another breath in. And then super slowly as you exhale, right foot returns to the earth. And you find that push again. Long through your neck. Inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, keep your left leg lifted, but start to open your hip. Squeezing from your outer glute strength, that glute med. Continue to push down through your forearms. Right, take an inhale. Your exhale, left toes lower to the ground. Knees to the earth. Child's pose. Take a breath. You can stay in child's pose, or if you like what we did before, you can reach back to cup your heels. And then tuck and cat your spine into rabbit, rounding. Crown of the head to the earth or hovering. As you start to release your child's pose, rising up through a seat. We're going to take one last little bit of flow, and then we'll bring it all the way down to the back body. So finding your way to your downward facing dog once again. And you find that same push energy here. Hugging towards the center of your body. Imagine you have blocks between your biceps, blocks between your inner thighs, and then feel your breath travel along the length of your spine from crown to tailbone. Well, inhale, right leg reaches high. As you exhale, step your right foot forward to the front. A wide-legged forward fold, turn your toes to the left, dive down. Keep it going all the way to the back, bend into your left knee and pivot your toes to the back of your yoga mat. High crescent lunge where you root to rise with an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to add in our arms here. If you want the extra challenge, you can bring your hands back to heart like we did before. If you're like, I do not need extra challenge. So right forearm in front of left, hands to opposite elbows. And that really intentional tall posture. Maybe take a moment here to power up through your right leg and add a slight back bend. When you're ready to travel towards your balance, you're going to lean forward. Light up your strong core as you push through left foot, tree pose. Right foot comes to the inside of your left leg. Taking a breath in. On exhale, goddess, your arms open your chest. Hands coming to heart center. Figure 4, right ankle on your left thigh. Send your pelvis back and down. Flex your right ankle. Scooch your hips back in space. And again, bring awareness to that length of your spine. Feeling the energy at the crown of your head. And feeling engagement through your pelvic floor at your roots. When we unwind from here, we're going to move through either a warrior 3 or your airplane. So rise up just enough to unhook your right foot. As you shoot your right leg back in space, your hands can go back beside you like airplane, or reach your hands forward into your warrior 3. Breath in. And exhale, high crescent, right toes to the earth. And bringing your hands down to the ground to frame your left foot, plant through your right palm, and twist your left hand at the sky. Take an inhale. Horizon lunge, all 10 toes to the left as we exhale. This time we're going to sink our hips all the way down, and then bending through both your knees. Gomukhasana. Knees come to stack. Adjust so both your hips are rooted. If Gomukhasana does not feel available in your body today, or you'd prefer to take a double pigeon with your left shin on top, or your cross-legged seat, Sukhasana, left shin in front, that is perfect too. Right, from here, you can use your hands on your lower body, on your legs, to pull, lengthen, lift through your spine. Think about your collarbone stretching nice and wide. On exhale, you can stay really tall through your spine. Or you could walk towards a forward fold, either one. 3 cycles of breath. And to find our way back around and move through second side so we can lower to the earth. We start to rise up through a tall seat. We're going to be turning to our right. But as you rotate to the right, just step back into a 3-legged dog. So adjusting your right foot as needed. Inhale, left leg to the sky for a moment. Bend your knee, open your hip. Maybe take a hip circle in each direction. A 3-legged dog, re-extend your left leg and step your left foot forward between your hands. So you're in a low lunge facing the back of your yoga mat. We're going to turn to our right, wide-legged forward fold, and then keep it pivoting all the way around to the right, so you're in a low lunge facing the front. Here we go, we root and rise, high crescent lunge, take a big breath in. Either hands to heart, or as you bend at your elbows, left forearm goes in front, catching opposite elbows. Maybe activate and lift your heart forward and up. So you feel that push from the ball mound of your left foot, traveling all the way through to your sternum, lift through your chin. As we start to lean forward, pull in tight through your core, shift into right foot, tree pose. Full in-breath and exhaling through your goddess arms. Hands will find heart center. Shifting maybe to your figure 4, left ankle on your right thigh. Extend your sitting bones back. So you find that deep stretch through your left hip. Active left leg, take a breath in. And take a breath out. Just like before, you can choose airplane or warrior 3. So you rise up to send your left leg behind you. Hands are either reaching out in front of you or beside you. Take a breath in. High crescent lunge, slow release. Hands come down to the earth, planting through your left palm. Take a big twist, reach your right hand high. All 10 toes turn to the right, moving through your horizon lunge. And then sink your hips all the way down to the earth. Bend through your left knee and adjust into Gomukhasana legs. Right knee stacked on top of your left. Or again, double pigeon with right shin on top. Or cross-legged seat, right shin in front. Take an inhale, grow tall. Maybe you stay tall, or as you exhale, you can find a forward fold. Whether you've chosen to fold forward or stay upright, 3 slow breaths. Let's take a breath together. Inhale fully. A collective open mouth exhale to release. This time as you rise and unwind, just going to unwind your legs. Actually, let's do our 3-legged dog. Turning towards the left, so towards the top of your yoga mat. You're going to unwind. Is rooting down right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Maybe find that hip circle in each direction. Yep. And then stepping down through your downward facing dog, take a little wander to the top of your yoga mat. Bend your knees and have a seat to the earth. And we'll use our core to find our way to the back body. So knees bend, anchor your heels into the earth. As you sit up tall, reach your hands out in front of you, or you can go overhead for a little more challenge. And gather in a breath. And as you exhale, begin your journey backwards. Tuck and roll down. At the bottom of your next exhale, you can pause, take another breath in, and exhale to continue. When you arrive to the earth, extend into a full body stretch with your inhale. As you exhale, bend both your knees to your chest. Take a little rock from side to side or find your happy baby. And keeping your knees bent, place your feet to the earth. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. Your supine butterfly soles of your feet will come together. Let your knees fall open wide. As you start to breathe a little bit deeper. And tuning in, just like we did at the very beginning of practice, can you lean back in your awareness to observe and witness this moment, the thoughts that are traveling through like clouds passing through the sky, sensations that are present in your physical body, your physical vessel, that constant flow of inhale and exhale, our life-giving breath that sustains us, making this moment of this day possible. As we start to move in the direction of our Shavasana, our last few minutes of practice, and I'll leave the next 5 to 8 breaths open so that you can add in whatever it is that your body is craving or calling you towards. And you can decide to either take your traditional Shavasana, lying on your back body, arms and legs long, corpse pose, or you could find your way up to seated meditation today, in honor of our crown chakra theme. But ultimately, choosing what's going to feel best for your practice today. And just trusting in that wisdom that exists within your body, that deep capital K knowing in your heart and mind, to guide you to where you'd like to rest for your final few minutes. And as we start to settle back into stillness, as things begin to slow down again, can you feel from the base of your spine, the bowl of your pelvis, your roots, all the way along the length of your trunk, the crown of your head, that area just above. As your breath travels along the length of that central column, that channel of energy, along your spine. Just feeling that buzz of energy, that vibration. And the lingering effects of your practice. The impact of moving and breathing to create that deeper connection. To clear away everything outside of the moment. So now that we are no longer moving and breathing, we still maintain that deep presence. For our last few minutes together. From Eastern Body, Western Mind by Anna Dea Judith. Healing the seventh chakra. Restoration of the seventh chakra is about awakening to the reality of our spiritual nature. As we eliminate the demons of fear, guilt, shame, grief, lies, illusions, and attachments, we are liberated from the habitual patterns of our thoughts and are free to experience consciousness as an infinite source. This realization brings dissolution of our separateness and insight into deeper levels of truth. And taking a deep breath in, fill your body up. Together, an open mouth exhale, we release. And wherever you are at in your Shavasana, whether that's resting on the earth or seated with a tall spine. If it resonates with you, if it feels true, you can bring hands to heart center. You could also bring palms together, thumbs to third eye. You pause for this moment, pause in gratitude for a practice that paves the way and offers a pathway to healing, clarity, connection, deeper understanding. This practice that reminds us that we are part of the greater whole. We are part of a deeper connection. We are not alone. And so in gratitude of our bodies, our breath, and this community, this collective, we take an inhale as one. And an open mouth exhale to release. And may yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers. Thank you so much. Namaste.